This is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I run the game with an RTX 3070 and an i9 10850K. And these are the settings that I use. After this, we'll have a quick introduction to the story of the game with our main characters Henry on the left and his liege lord Hans Capon on the right. And before we get into the gameplay, we'll have a quick look at the skill tree.
We shall have to rectify that. I can't have an ignoramus for a personal bodyguard.
Anyway, this Audens, whatever. What does that actually mean?
Audentes fortuna juvat. Fortune favors the brave.
So you have your main levels: strength, agility, vitality, and speech. All level up by doing activities in the game that would make sense to level them up, like strength, for example, walking around encumbered, or speech, passing your speech checks, which, by the way, are a big part of the game. And each stat has their own perks that will in turn give you buffs. There's also secondary skills and combat skills that similarly level up and also have their own perks. And combos are also back, albeit hard to get off, at least in my opinion. Much like most RPG games, Kingdom Come 2 also has a reputation system, but this one differs because it's town to town, and by area, and by people. So you could have millers that like Henry, but then say certain people like swordsmiths may not. And the way it handles speech, which I'm going over here, are also very unique. It's not simple charisma checks. It's based off of what you're wearing, if you're bloody, muddy, or clean, and the type of person you're talking to, and then your stats and skills. You see here how I succeed this skill check. It's based off of what I say to him now, what I'm wearing, and the type of person he is.
Alliance, and we can help you with those bandits. Together, we'll put them in their place as a sign of goodwill. And then you'll escort us to Trotsky, and everything will be explained. You'll see.
Judging by the looks of you, your help might well come in handy.
But where this game shines, the game's bread and butter is this right here. The game's combat. The combat mechanics are nearly one-to-one. They even brought in HEMA professionals and HEMA instructors for the game's swordplay. But just this little snippet of the game's introduction, where you're playing as Godwin, who isn't Henry or Hans Capon. He is a third protagonist who shows up throughout the game every once in a while. Isn't enough, in my opinion, to showcase the game's combat mechanics, as it's mostly crossbow and a tiny bit of swordplay. So I do bring in a bit of gameplay later on, but no spoilers. As you can see, this game looks absolutely incredible. The graphics are great, the gameplay is amazing, the story is truly just incredible. You see a lot of character development, especially out of Hans Capon in the sequel here. Hans Capon, his character changes a great deal. He takes on a lot more responsibility and his character grows in depth a lot more in this sequel. He's much more mature, which I appreciate a great deal. You know, like any RPG, there's a few things in this game where there's a few drawbacks, there's a few janky bugs, there's a few things that just take away from it that are annoying, right? Like you glitch on a table, or your horse, you just randomly fall off your horse, you glitch over something, but this game makes up for it in so many unique ways. Its story is amazing. Its combat is so unique.
You won't get me.
It has so many systems that you just don't see in many games. Its armor system is honestly very realistic. You'll see me kill one of these soldiers through a weakness in his armor, and there's just the game is just incredible, truly incredible. There's also a stealth sequence that I show coming up, and most of the stealth in the game is actually character driven. It's not story driven, but there are sequences like the one I show off, which is clearly story driven, where you are needing to do things. Sorry, I'm just enjoying the combat right now. That you're forced to do in the game without being caught, right? Which I know some people don't enjoy, but I'm sure I could have gone through here and just killed everybody too. And there probably could have been some repercussion for doing that. As opposed to just sneaking around.
Don't drink too much. Got it, comrade. Vitek, that card is starting to get
But
on my
I chose instead to sneak around this enemy garrison here in this castle, I guess you could call it.
I gave her the keys, so
And then I'm just showing off some gameplay where I'm just riding my horse Pebbles. Showing off the atmosphere. Just an early morning, you can see the fog, the dew rising off the grass. Now, before the newest patch, this would happen a lot. That would happen all the time, and it is very annoying. That was my biggest gripe. The newest patch was supposed to have fixed that, and sometimes it does. Sometimes it still happens. It also kind of broke the endgame, which is now supposed to have been fixed. I haven't gotten to the end game, so I guess I don't know. But, kind of scared to find out. All in all, I'm gonna give the game like a 92. Mainly because there's not that many drawbacks that I can find. If all I'm upset about is a little pop-up window and one bad patch, there's not that much to complain about.
Dentes Fortuna fucking Juvat. Jesus.
Good day, sir.
I could use a trim, Master Barber.
I like how this turned out, and I hope you feel the same.